My name is Reona. I go to Schiller STEAM Academy. I'm in eighth grade. I wrote a story about peer pressure. Peer pressure can lead to a large amount of things, some being addiction, drug abuse, and mostly death. One day after a long school day, there were a group of five boys: Michael, James, Diego, Ronnie, and Willie. This particular group of boys made a lot of bad choices together, except Willie. Willie was a good kid. He always behaved well and even got extraordinary grades in school. These boys decided after school they would hang out at a park. After getting to the park, Michael decided he was going to smoke, and all of his friends joined him. But Willie didn't. They all tried to get Willie to smoke, but honestly, he didn't want to. So the boys started calling Willie names: Scary, Chicken, and Punk. After Willie stood up for himself, it suddenly provoked Michael to get mad. Michael started screaming rude things to Willie, which led them to having a huge altercation and not talking for a long time. After days and weeks went by, Willie finally decided to talk to Michael, and he was the one to apologize. Everyone started to think Willie was scared of Michael, but the true reason he apologized was because he knows Michael, and he knows all the things he's been through as a kid. They had a great bond when they were friends, and he didn't want to lose it. After school on Friday, they hung out at Michael's house, and once again, they started to smoke. They continued to ask Willie to smoke, so Willie finally decided to smoke, and everyone got so excited and began hyping his head. After that day, Willie continued smoking with his friends, and that ruined his football career for the rest of his life. Willie became an addict and started going to all these programs. He knew this wasn't good for him, and he wanted help. While Willie was in rehab, Michael, James, Diego, and Ronnie all became professional football players. Now that Willie is not an addict, he likes to share his story with children, and he always tells them to focus on school and follow their dreams. Willie loves sharing his story with other children because he feels like he can inspire children to not be like him, even if they are under peer pressure. Because if the ones who were pressuring you are really your friends, they will respect you enough to not encourage you to make bad choices. Negative peer pressure is a bad thing. It leads to you making bad choices with your friends. Most kids don't think about the choices they make before they do them. That's why it's good for them to be around others who have a good influence. Kids often follow the negative things their friends do because they want to look cool or feel accepted by others. Kids need to learn that it's okay to be yourself and don't try to be like everyone else. Lead, not follow.